Sonority. The property of producing a ringing sound by metals when they are struck with a hard material is called sonority. Solid non-metals do not make a ringing sound. Activity 3. To show that metals react with oxygen to form basic oxides. Things needed: magnesium ribbon, sandpaper, a pair of fire tongs, Bunsen burner, boiling tube, water, red litmus solution. Method: we take a small piece of magnesium ribbon and clean it by rubbing its surface with a sandpaper. We hold the magnesium ribbon at one end with a pair of fire tongs and bring its other end over the flame of a Bunsen burner till it catches fire. The magnesium ribbon starts burning with a brilliant white light to form a powdery ash, which is magnesium oxide. We put this magnesium oxide ash in a boiling tube. Add a little water and shake it. We find that magnesium oxide dissolves in water partially. We now add some red litmus solution to the boiling tube and observe the change in color. Observation: we see that red litmus solution turns blue. This shows that magnesium oxide is basic in nature because only basic substances turn red litmus blue. The chemical reactions involved in the above experiment are given as: when magnesium metal burns in air, it combines with the oxygen of air to form magnesium oxide, which is a basic oxide. Magnesium, a metal, plus oxygen from air, burns with a dazzling white light to give magnesium oxide, basic oxide. Magnesium oxide dissolves in water partially to form magnesium hydroxide solution, base. Conclusion: metals react with oxygen to form basic oxides. Activity 4. To show that non-metals react with oxygen to form acidic oxides. Things needed: sulfur powder, deflagrating spoon, Bunsen burner, gas jar, red and blue litmus paper. Method: sulfur is a non-metal. We take a small amount of sulfur powder in a deflagrating spoon and heat it over a flame. As soon as sulfur starts burning with a blue flame, we introduce the deflagrating spoon in a gas jar. Sulfur burns in the air of gas jar to form a pungent smelling gas, sulfur dioxide. We keep the gas jar covered with the lid to ensure that the gas produced does not escape. We remove the deflagrating spoon from the gas jar after some time. We add a small quantity of water into the gas jar and quickly replace the lid. We shake the gas jar to dissolve sulfur dioxide gas. We now pour the water having sulfur dioxide gas dissolved in it in a petri dish. We check the above solution obtained with red and blue litmus paper. We see that the blue litmus paper turns red. This shows that sulfur dioxide gas is acidic in nature because only acidic substances turn blue litmus to red. The chemical reactions involved in this experiment are: when sulfur burns in air, it combines with the oxygen of air to form sulfur dioxide, which is an acidic oxide. Sulfur, non-metal, plus oxygen from air react to give us sulfur dioxide, acidic oxide. Sulfur dioxide dissolves in water to form sulfurous acid solution. Sulfur dioxide, acidic oxide plus water react to form sulfurous acid. Acid. This sulfurous acid turns blue litmus red, showing that it is an acid and that sulfur dioxide is acidic in nature. Activity 5. To show that when a metal reacts with water, hydrogen gas is formed. Things needed: a sodium metal piece, filter paper, 250 ml beaker, blue litmus paper, red litmus paper, some water. Method. We know because sodium metal reacts vigorously with oxygen and water, it is therefore stored in kerosene. We cut a small piece of sodium and remove the kerosene by pressing the piece between the folds of a filter paper. We take a 250 ml beaker. Fill half of it with water. Now, put the piece of sodium into the beaker. Observation. The sodium metal floats on the surface of water and at the same time melts to form a silvery white ball. The silvery white ball of sodium darts over the surface of water with a hissing sound, producing tiny bubbles of hydrogen gas. The silvery white ball gradually becomes smaller in size and catches fire. It burns with a golden yellow flame. The solution becomes hot. This is because the heat evolved in the reaction melts the sodium metal and the hydrogen gas produced catches fire. After this reaction, if this solution is tested with blue and red litmus paper, the red litmus paper turns blue. This shows that the solution is basic in nature. The chemical equation involved in this activity is given as sodium plus water reacts to give sodium hydroxide plus hydrogen gas plus heat. Conclusion. When a metal reacts with water, hydrogen gas is formed. Activity 6. To show how metal and non-metals react with dilute acids. Things needed: a magnesium ribbon, aluminium foil, iron nail, copper wire, coal piece, sulfur powder, 6 test tubes, dropper, dilute hydrochloric acid, matchbox. Method. We take samples of metals like magnesium, ribbon, aluminium, foil, iron, nail, copper, wire, coal, piece, sulfur, powder, in separate test tubes and label them as A, B, C, D, E and F. With the help of a dropper, we add 5 ml of dilute hydrochloric acid to each test tube one by one. We observe the reactions carefully. We bring a burning matchstick near the mouth of each test tube. Observe the burning matchstick carefully. Observation. Reaction of metals and non-metals with acid. Magnesium reacts quite rapidly with dilute hydrochloric acid, forming magnesium chloride and hydrogen gas. Magnesium plus hydrochloric acid dilute react to form magnesium chloride plus hydrogen gas. Aluminium reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid, forming aluminium chloride and hydrogen gas. Aluminium plus hydrochloric acid dilute react to form aluminium chloride plus hydrogen gas. Iron reacts slowly with dilute hydrochloric acid to give iron oxide and hydrogen gas. Iron plus hydrochloric acid dilute react to form iron chloride plus hydrogen gas. Copper does not react with dilute hydrochloric acid at all. Copper plus hydrochloric acid do not react. There is no reaction. Non-metals like coal and sulfur do not react with hydrochloric acid at all. Coal plus hydrochloric acid, no reaction. Sulfur plus hydrochloric acid, no reaction. Conclusion. Reactive metals react with acids and produce hydrogen gas that burns with a pop sound. Less reactive metals like copper, silver and gold do not react with acids. Non-metals also do not react with acids. To show that reactive metals react with solution of bases to form hydrogen gas. Things needed: a test tube, 3 to 4 pellets of sodium hydroxide, plastic spatula, aluminium foil, matchbox. Method. We take a test tube and drop in it 3 to 4 pellets of sodium hydroxide base with a plastic spatula. We add 5 ml of water and shake the test tube containing sodium hydroxide well. We have prepared a fresh solution of sodium hydroxide. To this solution we add a piece of aluminium foil. We can see tiny bubbles of gas in the solution. Observation. We bring a burning matchstick near the mouth of the test tube. The gas catches fire with a pop sound. The pop sound indicates the presence of hydrogen gas. The chemical reaction involved in this activity is aluminium plus sodium hydroxide plus water react to give us sodium aluminate plus hydrogen gas. Conclusion. Reactive metals like sodium, potassium, aluminium react with solution of bases to form hydrogen gas.